What up, everybody, and welcome to Baz on Blades. My name is Baz, and I talk about blades, and today, a very short video, guys. Unfortunately, Baz on Blades does not have any blades to talk about because you can't find any blades right now. I have a list of potential review subject that is 10, 15, 20 knives deep, and I cannot find anything in stock anywhere. So in the meantime, I decided to work on a little project because I like to do things. I like to stay busy. And what I've got here is a new media stand for a cell phone. Now this is very raw, guys. It is actually just being glued together, and it still needs overall finishing and shaping, finishing. I'm gonna put some tung oil on it, but what we've got here is some flame maple. All right, flame maple. The center section is a laminate of figured walnut and flame maple. I don't know how well you can see that down in there. I've had to cut my lighting way back because for some reason the studio lighting that I have, it just washes out figuring in everything. So please forgive me on that, but it is very highly figured woods. Now, we've got, like I say, the flame maple here, flame maple, a laminate of figured walnut, and flame maple in the center. And then the back side, you're going to see the laminate piece running through. And then I've got some walnut here that I don't know if you can tell right now. It is figured, but it is very raw, almost rough cut right here, and it's covered with glue where I glued this together. But you'll see once it's finished out how it's going to look on the side, and once the edges are finished down, and I'll finish to 800 grit on the grinder, it will be totally seamless. And then I'm going to do a tung oil finish on this. I love using tung oil because you can easily repair it down the road. You just rub it on, let it sit for a few minutes, wipe off the excess, and then let it dry. Fantastic stuff, super easy to work with. Now, the way one of these media stands works, it's just an inset channel, and it holds your cell phone. Let's pull an old cell phone out here, and that's what it does right there, guys. It holds your cell phone up for viewing. If you don't like to use a bulky case with stands and whatnot built in, this will hold your cell phone up in the horizontal or vertical position, and it tilts it back just enough to make it viewable, guys. You can see right here that the phone is tilted back to orient the screen to you in a seated position. I saw something like this on Instagram made by a company. They did some different models with different materials, and they wanted like $60 or $80 for these, which is utterly ridiculous in my opinion. And I looked at it and I'm like, well, shit, I can make something like that. I've got the wood here. All it takes is a little bit of time. And you know what? Baz on Blades has time because the entire universe has shut down for the pandemic panic of 2020, and you can't do anything. You literally cannot do anything. You know, we were going to flatten the curve for 15 days, and here it is 6 months later, and I still have to wear a mask to go into Walmart. And you know what? I don't want to bitch about that. I don't want to turn this into a video bitching about me not wanting to wear a mask, except, hell yeah, I'm going to bitch about it a little bit because I've got to wear a mask to work. Now, I work in a factory, a woodworking factory. This is where I gleaned this wood from, was at work. It is literally 100 degrees in there every day, the dustiest and nastiest factory. It's like something out of a third world, guys. It is just a mess in there, and we're having to wear masks. It is insane. It is literally insane. These companies are insane because if you know anything about masks, they do not do a damn thing. Okay? They don't do a damn thing. You know what? I don't really have a problem wearing a mask in Walmart because Walmart is full of elderly people, and elderly people are susceptible to this virus that is going around, this upper respiratory bug. And you know what? I don't want to give it to any elderly people because they are so susceptible. But anyway, let's get off of that. We don't want to talk about that because that's all anybody talks about unless you're talking about Trump and the virus. And I only have good things to say about Trump, bad things to say about the whole virus situation. What do you guys think about this? 5 minutes in, I'm talking about a virus instead of the project. You know what? I like doing things like this. I like doing things like this. Everybody, our cell phones have become a central core item in media, our interaction with digital media. You know, I still have in my home a tube type TV. I have never even gone to flat screen TVs. And I'm not going to go to a flat screen TV until my tube TV lays down. And that damn thing is almost 20 years old. It's like a beast. It is a beast. It's like 100 freaking pounds. And nobody's ever going to steal it. Ain't no skinny meth head going to steal my TV, guys. There ain't no way. I carry that thing around in the house. It's a beast. Big 32-inch TV. Anyway, but our cell phones are such a central part of how we interact with modern media. So I thought this was a cool little project. And I've got all of this wood here that I've gleaned out from work. And, you know, they consider it scrap, but look at the flame on this, okay? Look at the flame on that, and you got the flame on the center strip here. Even this walnut, guys, it's got a chevron pattern. I set it up with a chevron pattern. I don't know if you can see that. Once I get this finished, sanded out and shaped and finished and everything, guys, I'll bring it back and let you see what it looks like. And I may make a couple of these and put them up for sale. I'm not sure about that because the center of this, depending on the thickness of your cell phone and case, needs to be a different width. And I don't want to get into trying to make these for a particular type of phone or anything. If I can stumble across a generic channel width that works for the most part for everything, I may do that. And I'm going to test this. I'm going to take it into work and let people look at it. And I'm going to test it with all different cell phones and cases and see, you know. And maybe I will set something up. I think shape-wise, I'm going to do a pretty large radius on all of the corners. I'm not sure. You notice that I've done the front section a little narrower than the back section. I may thin this down the width a little bit. Let's see how big this thing really is. Now, this is an old cell phone. This is a Galaxy S4. So you can see how big it is compared to the cell phone. It's substantial, and it's very solid. You know, no issues there. It feels substantial and solid. Once I get the bottom sanded down flush to the final grit, you know, like I say, I'm going to take it to 800 grit probably, and then I'm going to tongs oil it, and then I'm going to put some rubber feed on the bottom of it, and we'll call it done. But you can see here the way that this flame maple is laminated to this walnut. There is no feel. There is no nail catch. There's nothing there at this finish level. That's the way all of the edges will end up looking. Right now it looks sort of piecemeal. I understand that. But once I finish it down, it's basically going to look like it just grew together that way. And you know what? It should come together pretty good with a finish on it. The finish will help bring out the flame maple. And this is very active flame. You can see that here, the way that flame moves as I move this piece. And yeah, Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be pretty good. And we're creeping up on 10 minutes on this stupid ass video right now. So I'm going to cut it off right now. This is the project that I've been working on here lately. Cell phone stand for viewing whatever, YouTube or whatever on your cell phone. And I may have some of these in the future. I may, maybe not. I don't know. Just depends, guys. I may have some of these up for sale. I am not going to be charging $60 or $80 for them. That's ridiculous. You know, I guess that's made for people that love their cell phone like their kids, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, as always, thank you very much for taking the time to watch one of my videos. God bless all of you, and we will talk to you again.